Mountain here. This video is in response to some questions that an individual going by the name of Bob Question has asked in my comments and other people's comments on YouTube regarding telescopes and their ability to, let's say, fake the sky. Yes, you heard me right. I'm talking about faking the sky. That is, what you see through the telescope is a projection built into the telescope to make you see what the sky does not look like. All right, there's a minute down the drain. So this is an 8-inch Schmidt Cassegrain tube. And currently I have attached to it an adapter to take a Sony A7 camera. Let's see if I can focus on the camera there. A little bit of difficulty, but it's doing it. See my face? Hello? Hi there. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, that's the focus knob. This is the hole in the tube. And what is it covering? This adapter. It goes over a Sony A7 camera. It has a filter on it, a skylight, standard skylight filter, 48 millimeter. The filter is basically to keep the dust out. And now I've exposed the camera to dust. So you better goddamn well appreciate this, because I'm exposing my my telescope to dust here. So this is the tube. There are no optics in it other than the filter itself. So you can see right through it. Now, here's the Star Sense thing. That does have a camera, and yes, it does have an almanac of the stars built in. And yes, it does control a mount that goes on this guy, which is just a tripod. There's the mount. So there you go, there's the mount. I'm not hiding anything. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to put the dust cover back in. This is simply a finder scope. It's purely optical. I doubt I can focus on the crosshairs at this camera. Oh, I'm getting close. Oh well, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's strictly a tube with a couple of lenses. It's a refractor. Nothing more, nothing less. All right, so, and this is a camera mount, so you can piggyback a camera, any kind of camera you like, as long as it uses, the standard camera thread mount, which pretty much all cameras do. And of course a grab handle, and this goes into or onto the equatorial mount or an alt-azimuth mount. Doesn't really matter. The telescope doesn't care. This part is what is known as the optical tube assembly. So let's have a look at it from a slightly different point of view, and that is the front. I'm going to pop off the cover, which protects it from dirt and dust. And now you can see all the works, literally. This is the secondary mirror, or rather it holds the secondary mirror, and I'm pointing at the primary mirror. Light comes in through this glass, bounces off the primary mirror, bounces off the secondary mirror, and then comes out of this hole. Now there is a little bit of a tube to support the secondary mirror for traveling up and down for focusing purposes. But that's the whole of it. There's no electronics, nothing. All the electronics, let's get Schmidt-Cassegrain into focus. Yeah. And it's an f10. It says 2,000 millimeters. That's the focal length, 2,000 millimeters. Although that's rounding down. Doesn't matter. It's essentially a camera lens when you attach a camera to it. And when you have eyepieces attached to it, well, then you're viewing directly. There's no electronics intervening between you and your brain. That is, normally on here is a 2-inch to 1 1/4 inch adapter, and then 1 1/4 inch adapter, sky diagonal is attached to that, and then you put your lenses in there. And you may apply filters as necessary. The filters are physical filters. I've got a box of them right here. And just so you can see, I hope you read upside down well. There you go, eyepieces and filters, and a little guide. And for the eclipse, I've got some filters for your eyeballs and a filter for going over the end of the camera. I'm not going to take it out, but there you go. Eclipse Smart Solar Filter. Now this is not a neutral density filter completely. It is supposed to make the sun come out a nice pleasing yellow color. The filter kit for the eyepieces is in here. And there we go, another shot of the actual equatorial mount itself. And yes, it is computer controlled, which makes it easy for a beginning astronomer such as myself to use. However, it's just an aid to use. The actual telescope itself is pure optics. There's nothing computer in there. So I hope this answers any questions anyone has regarding the possibility of faking astrophotography by amateurs.